back to my channel, Sharp Designs by Lakeisha, where I am designing my way through life and inspiring you to do the same. So today on the vlog, we are making what you saw on the thumbnail for this video, and I'm super excited. Valentine's Day is around the corner, so I wanted to give you guys just a tad bit of inspiration for any parties you may have coming up or anything like that. So I'm gonna start off by showing you guys what we're gonna need to get started, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to prepare all of these balloons that you see I've already started on behind me. If you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the designer family, as well as follow me on Instagram, Sharp Designs by _Lakeisha, to keep up with the latest and greatest and to see things that don't make it to the vlog. So today's video is sponsored by Shindigs.com. The items used to create this Valentine's Day backdrop was provided by them. I got some white fringe curtains, as well as my balloons from them. And the balloon colors that I got were a light pink, a darker pink, as well as red and white balloons, all the traditional Valentine's Day colors. I will have all of these items linked down in the description box for you if you are interested in purchasing. If you are not familiar with Shindigs.com, it is definitely a website that is worth checking out. It is one of my favorite stores to get items from, especially when it comes to planning Dakota's birthday parties, which is right around the corner. Last year, you guys were asking me where I got those animal standees from, and I did get them from Shindigs.com. So definitely check out the website. They have tons of themes and party ideas at awesome prices that will definitely help you make your event shine. Alright guys, so I'm back and I'm in this corner in my living room, random. But if you notice, my couch was missing from behind me. I actually went ahead and moved it over. I left it where I had it for my last vlog and just kind of moved the pieces that were in my front room over there because Dakota's party is coming up and I've already started planning. Say hi guys. Hi. This is actually your first debut since the new year. I'm gonna start off with showing you guys how to create your quads. So I'm gonna need some type of pump. So I have my handy dandy pump. I will link all the items that I'm using for this vlog down in the description box. I have 4 balloons. 4 balloons equal a quad, 2 equal a dupe. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to blow up your balloons. Simple as 1, 2. Uh-oh. Let me go turn on the light, the switch. One second. All right, I'm back. So 1, 2. The sizing that you're gonna do for your balloons are gonna vary depending on the look that you want. I didn't want my balloons to be too small because I didn't want to have to string up too many, but I also didn't want it to be super big to where it didn't look as neat to me. So I'm going with a smaller size, and these are 12-inch balloons. So to release some of the air, I'm just gonna push down. That's about the size I want. Baby girl, watch out, poo-poo. Watch out, mama. And so I'm gonna do the same with the other one. That's just about right. So then I'm just gonna tie these 2 together using the ends. And then I have a dupe. And so I'm gonna do the same thing with the other 2 balloons. Hold on, poo-poo. And then now I have 2 pairs, 2 sets of dupes, and then I'm going to intertwine them to lock them in together to create a quad. There it goes. And then these are the rubber bands that I purchased to try to create my garland. So we're gonna see how that goes. All right, so as you guys know, I have 3 colors that are gonna be in this garland. That's a light pink, a darker pink, and then the color white. And I've already made a decision that I want the darker pink to start off the garland on the base. So I have my first bag of balloons here that I am gonna go ahead and get put into quad. So now that I have all of my quads put together, I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out this rubber band. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna bring this down for you guys. I have my first set. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the rubber band around it. One of the balloons. Just gonna bring it up here in the middle. I'm gonna take my next set. Bring it up. It's gonna go in the middle. And I'm gonna loop it around. One of the balloons. Bring it in the middle again. Take it around that one, as well as the bottom, the one that's underneath it. What do you know? It worked. And when you're putting them on top of each other, you're wanting to kind of fill in the gap. So like this one is here, so I don't want to put the balloon on top of it the same exact way, if that makes sense. See how they're lined up? You want to do it so that they're staggered. So I'm going to bring it around so that the balloons fall in between the one that's underneath it. And so the first thing we're going to do is take our rubber band and we are going to put it around one of the balloons on the bottom, bring it up to the middle. Then I'm gonna take an additional additional quad. I'm gonna put it on here the way I explained it. We're gonna fill in. Hold on, baby girl. We're gonna fill in the gaps. We're gonna bring the rubber band in the middle. We're gonna wrap it around one of the balloons, bring it back around, bring it back to the middle, put it around this one, as well as link it to one of the balloons down underneath it. Voila. So you guys can see that the rubber bands are working and it's staying. And what I like about the rubber bands is that I didn't get any that were over big, too big, because I didn't want them to not be, when the rubber band cinches back in, I wanted it to be able to hug it very well. And so that's why I got this size. I didn't know if it would be 100% correct, but it is working out for me. So hopefully you guys are catching on to this. Alright guys, so now that I have both sides of the heart for the pink done, I'm going to go ahead and get all of the lighter shade of pink, twist it up in the quads. I'm just going to continue on with where I left off, which I don't know which end that was, but I'm just going to keep going where I left off and attach the lighter shade of pink on. Keep this pink going. All right, so now that I have all my white clusters together, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding them to the ends of the pink. Guys, so I figured since I'm on the white, I'll go ahead and do another refresher for you guys from the beginning on how to do it with the rubber band. I did take out one of the steps and it seems to be working just as fine. So we're gonna start off with the rubber band and we're gonna tie it around a cluster that's already on the garland. Once you get it around, we're gonna bring it up to the center of the cluster that's on top. And have it meet in the middle here. Then we're gonna take our next cluster and place it on top. And we're gonna bring the balloon back in the middle. We're gonna cross it over the new one, and then we're gonna wrap the balloon, the rubber band around it. Once you get it in the middle, you're just gonna go on the opposite end, pull the rubber band down, tie it to that side, and it's stuck together. See, it's stuck. Much better. Okay, so I have my rubber band here, and this is my garland. I'm gonna take the rubber band and I'm just gonna wrap it around one of the balloons. Pick one anyway. Bring the rubber band in the middle of the thing. I'm gonna take my next set of quads, get them flattened out, put it on there how I showed you guys earlier, filling in the spaces on the next one, but my rubber band should still be in the middle. I'm then gonna cross it over one of the balloons and wrap it around it. Then I'm gonna cross over to the other side with the rest of the rubber band and tie it around one that's on the cluster below it. And it's attached. Gonna keep going with another one. Bag you guys up a little bit. Take another cluster. Well, first you're gonna take the rubber band, wrap it around one of the balloons, existing cluster, bring the rubber band in the middle, take another set of quads, place it on there, bring the rubber band back to the middle, and then you're gonna cross over the balloon that's there, bring the rubber band around it, take it on the opposite end, and wrap it around one of the balloons on the bottom, the row underneath it, the one directly underneath it. And that's how I have, oh, I did this one way too long, I think. Guys, I was just going. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there with this one. Guys, so this is how my two garlands look here that I've done. Those are just some extras that I'm gonna use to fill it in. But this is how it looks so far, and I didn't do this one as long as this one because at the end of the day they're going to be joined together to make our heart anyway. So I just left it as is, and I figured I'll take some of the whites from over here to balance out that side. So this is what I have, and as you guys can see, the rubber bands actually worked very well. There are very few gaps, and please excuse, Dakota is wide open today, so she is running around doing her thing per usual. So if she is affecting you in the background, this may not be the channel for you, because she's always here with me, and if I try to vlog while she sleeps, I'll never get a vlog done because she barely takes naps anymore. So I appreciate you guys, bear with me. Hey guys, so I'm back. So what I did was I went ahead and added those two clusters to the top of this garland to go ahead and make that part a little longer to be symmetrical with this side. That way I can kind of see exactly how many more I need to blow up. Because I do have to keep in mind that I have to still fill in the inside of this, which is what I would love to do. So each pack has 100 balloons, so that's 300 balloons. It seems like it's a whole lot to work with, but depending on what you're doing, it can not be enough. And then the way that I'm doing this garland style is taking up more balloons than if I were to be using like link balloons or something like that. So I decided, I took a second to make a plan, and I decided what I want to do is to go ahead and attach these ends. That way I can more see how wide my heart is gonna be. And then I'll be able to go from there with figuring out how many balloons I need to actually define the curve, to create the curve that defines the heart at the top with the 2 humps. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the rubber bands just like I've been doing to go ahead and get the ends attached. And I'll be right back with you guys. I'm back. I blew up my 4 clusters. You can see them here. I'm gonna go ahead and get those put on my heart to see if it completes it. Y'all. So as you can see, there is an additional color behind me. We done got through this almost whole vlog making this balloon heart, and I kept looking at this extra bag of balloons that I had over here in the corner. And I did make some clusters to fill this heart in. So I was like, that's what that is. And then I was like, something's missing. I planned this out a little differently. And I realized that I was missing red. So I had to take that one balloon that I had hooked these together with and unhooked it, which was super easy, which is one of the pluses about this using the rubber bands, is that if something messes up, all you have to do is take off literally one rubber band in that area, or clip that one rubber band. Once you find it, it'll take that section out and you can fix it. But anyways, I added red into the very bottom, which actually ended up helping out a whole lot because it gave the balloon garland or the balloon heart more length. So it's kind of wide enough now to where at the top, the heart is actually coming together a whole lot better than it was. So at this point, all I pretty much need to do is seal it. Tie this end together with a rubber band. And I have a heart, guys. And then we're gonna start filling in the inside. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do that. I pray I have enough balloons. I believe I should be okay because I can actually blow up the balloons that are gonna be in the center a tad bit bigger, because I also have blew up some of the balloons and some smaller ones and clusters just to make it nice and full and give it a little more dimension. So stay tuned, guys. But you guys can see we have a heart. Pretty. So now all I have to do is get it filled in. All right, guys, so starting here with the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and do what we've been doing with the rubber bands. I'm gonna give that a try before I do anything else. So I'm gonna use this one to kind of fill in this gap here. So I'm gonna take my rubber band, wrap it around, twist it like a figure 8, grab this one. So, and that just attaches this to there. And the red pretty much is just at the very bottom. I feel like I could add a few more clusters of it so that it kind of ombres in with the pink. Plus I have a whole bag left of these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a few more red ones to this situation. Alright, so that kind of fills in there. So my battery's about to die. I'm about to add in some more of the pink ones just like this, and I should have enough juice to bring you guys back at about halfway through. I'm so sorry. Hey guys, welcome back. So I did get quite a bit done while the camera was charging. In just a second, I'm gonna back the camera up so that you guys can see what I have done. But it has been a really simple process as far as doing this. I've been doing the same thing that I was doing earlier. I take the rubber band, adhere it to one of the balloons that's on the garland by just simply placing it around. Once I have it around, all I'll then do is take another cluster, wrap the balloon around that, and it's attached. And then I've just been kind of shifting and angling, repositioning the balloons how I see fit. Right now I'm all out of white balloons, but I did want to show you guys what I was doing about to blow up the rest of the white balloons that I have left. I'm about to go ahead and finish off my heart at the top where the white parts are. And so what I'm thinking will help define my heart more is if I get this in as far as possible. So what I want to do is go ahead and connect the edge of this to that. Alright guys, so now that my heart is just about complete, I'm going to be putting it right here. And so I'm going to actually be trying to hide this wall as much as possible. Make the wall a little more fun and festive and not just this boring, you know, wall. I did order these fringe backdrop off of shindigs.com, and I will have this link down in the description box below for you guys as well. And it's very easy to use because it does have just an adhesive strip that you remove this part off and it just kind of sticks to the wall for you. All right guys, so this is how my fringe wall came out. I wish I had got a little bit more or a few more packs. Probably would have been good with about 3 more packs. This side is a little how I want it to be more thicker. This side didn't get quite as much, but it's good enough to hide that wall some because the heart is going to cover up most of that anyway. And then as you guys can see, I do have my backdrop stand here in front of there, and that's what I'm going to be standing my heart up on. So what I'm doing now, in case you're wondering why I was back there so long, I'm actually using balloon string to adhere the balloons to the pole. So be right back. So now that I have my heart standing up here, what I'm going to do, as you can see, it does have a few gaps in there. So I'm going to go ahead and use the rubber bands first to cinch it in a little more. And then I have this bag of 12-inch balloons that I blew up and put into clusters. Then I'm going to go in just to add a little bit of dimension and fun to the garland. So yeah. So I'm just going to be taking the rubber bands and looping them around whatever balloon. For example, this one. Then I'm going to take it again and loop it around on the other end to this one just to kind of cinch in some of the gaps that I have. Another note that I want to make is that if I had actually thought about it a little harder, I would have hung this balloon heart from the wall like I did the garland on my last video for the wall art balloon garland. And I'm putting the clusters on with the rubber bands the same, wrapping the rubber band around it, twisting it like number 8, and then taking it and linking it. Hey guys, I am back and this is what I have so far after I put my clusters on. So the last thing that I have to do is add in some floral that I have. So this is the floral that I am adding in. I'm thinking I want to leave it in big clusters like this instead of doing it individually. Alright guys, I'm back and this is the final look for our balloon heart. I love how it came out. I had to fight with a little bit to get it symmetrical. I ended up getting all of my flowers put on and I think they were the perfect touch to add a little bit of more love to this garland. Comment down below. As always, let me know what you guys thought. I did everything on here with rubber bands. I didn't think it was gonna actually happen. I actually was assuming that halfway through this that I would just show y'all how to do it and then pick up with my fishing line or 260s, but hey, It came out super, super cute.